Hi students, welcome to my online classes which is being provided by Woodbine Modern School, myself B.K. Mishra, now your chemistry teacher, and today I am going to give my lecture number 12 which is on the chapter Matter in Our Surroundings. Now in my previous videos I have discussed many topics which is related to matter, its physical state, interconversion between different states of matter, evaporation, boiling, what are the factors which affect evaporation, the rate of evaporation. Okay. Now, today I am going to talk about an activity which is to demonstrate whether the air contains water vapor. So, let us see how air contains water vapor. That is, now the process of evaporation takes place all the time, and there are different sources like lakes, ponds, rivers, and other sources from which evaporation takes place. And the atmosphere or the air gets this water vapor. Now, how we will demonstrate this? We will take, now we will write to demonstrate or to show that air contains water vapor. Now students, for this we take a steel tumbler. We take a steel tumbler in which we put some crushed ice. Okay, now this is the steel tumbler. This is the steel tumbler in which we have put crushed ice. This is crushed ice. Now what we do next is we take a piece of cloth and wipe out the outer surface of this steel tumbler. Now we leave this steel tumbler undisturbed for about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes we observe that there are large number of tiny droplets of water which get stayed on the outer surface of this steel tumbler. There you will find many little droplets of water. Okay, after 5 minutes or after some time you will see that large number of tiny drop of water. Now, whereas from these tiny drops of water came, now when this steel tumbler containing ice is put, the air around the steel tumbler gets in contact with this surface of the steel tumbler which contains ice, crushed ice. Now the air containing water vapor comes in contact with the steel tumbler and get itself cooled. Now after cooling, what happens? The process of condensation takes place and the gaseous state of water, that is water vapor, converts itself into tiny droplets of water. Therefore, we can show by this experiment that air contains water vapor. Now students, let us discuss two more states of matter, that is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Now scientists now say that there are 5 states of matter. Scientists now say that there are 5 states of matter. 5 states of matter. Okay. Namely, the 3 we know already, that is first solids, second liquids, third gases. Now the fourth one is plasma and the fifth one is Bose-Einstein condensate. It is also written as BEC in short form, and you can find in the internet also about the study on boson. Now the study is going on in the 5th state. Now these four states have already been established. Now we know about solids and their properties, we know about liquids and their properties, and we know gases and their properties. Now the 4th state. What is the 4th state of matter? That is plasma. Now students, let us know what is plasma. Now plasma is a mixture of free electrons and ions. Now what is plasma? It is a mixture of free electrons and ions. Now we see the stars including the sun. Now what are the natural plasma? Now stars, for example, stars including the sun including the sun is an example of natural plasma or naturally occurring plasma. Naturally occurring plasma. Okay. Now, how this plasma is formed naturally? Now, the temperature of these stars the temperature of these stars are so high that the electrons break away break away from the atoms making them charged particles called ions. Now, due to this ions and free electrons, the stars glows or it produces light on its own. Okay, so this is an example of natural plasma. Now we can produce plasma artificially also, and the example of fluorescent tube and neon bulbs, they are also example of artificial plasma. Now how artificial plasma is produced? When we pass electricity in a discharge tube, see this plasma is produced. So I hope that you have understood what is plasma, and in our next video we will discuss about the fifth state, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. And that's all for today. I hope we will meet in our next video. So for the day, thank you to all of you.